Okay, so confession time. Honestly, I don't think I knew that full time Amazon influencers existed until I fell victim to one. Dramatic, I know, but I'm kind of not kidding. One minute you're looking for an easy summer dress to buy off Amazon, and the next thing you know, you find yourself thinking that you need not just one or two new dresses for summer. No, you need a whole new wardrobe, a portable razor for the beach, about 20 new bathing suits too for your pool days. Oh, and a fan that keeps flies away for when you eat outside. And then your cart starts to total $1,000 and you snap back to reality. I mean, I'm not saying that was me or anything, but let's just, say for the video's sake that after a few days you realize you weren't just following your average influencer who might try to sell you on a thing here and there, whatever. But they also have more to offer than just a commission link, like a personality. No, you were following a walking billboard for Amazon. I mean, again, all hypothetical, right? But in all seriousness, this kind of got me thinking how crazy this all is and how just kind of downright irresponsible a lot of these Amazon influencers are. I mean, not only are they contributing to the massive overconsumption problem that we have going on in our society, but they are also preying on people's insecurities, making you feel less than if you don't have a new wardrobe for each season or a specific type of pool must have for your child, making people feel like their lives are going to be better off with the product they are shilling. Or coming up with a problem that you didn't have before you saw the post, but now all of a sudden you need the fix, the solution to those problems that they manufactured. And all of these influencers say the same thing, and I'm sorry, but I cannot take you seriously if every single thing you are obsessed with, every single thing is a game changer.
I am obsessed with this. People are not ready for this. Built-in cups. Are you kidding me? This is a game changer. And
No, that's not possible. But ultimately, all of these Amazon influencers are doing the same thing, making money by us, the consumer, spending hours. So let's talk about it because I really did not know how deep the Amazon influencer rabbit hole goes. Okay, so we're definitely going to look into a few examples of this, but first I kind of wanted to talk about the shift in influencer culture, specifically regarding Amazon. Years ago, I feel like people would follow somebody on Instagram, on YouTube, because of who the person was. Maybe they were relatable, maybe they made you laugh. They offered some type of value to your life and that made you click follow in the first place. For example, I started following this one lady because she makes really quick, easy meals. All of her recipes are really, really good. That's why I hit follow. Not because she is using a certain type of spatula that she can link in her Amazon storefront. Not to say that this influencer or any influencer can't do some sponsored stuff, or if someone's asking, oh, where'd you get that? I'm not saying that. That's fine because that kind of content is still providing some type of value. But somewhere along the way, affiliate marketing became such a huge part of influencer business that for a lot of creators, the focus seemed to shift. Instead of asking, what valuable content can I make today? It became, what can I link today? And here's the interesting part. Many of these influencers who are heavily relying on Amazon and their Amazon storefront, they did not build their audience by doing that. They built trust first. They built a community by being honest, by being valuable, whatever the case may be. Then once the trust was established, their content slowly evolved into something very different, where nearly every post, every story, and every recommendation that they have became something that they could link. I swear, when a lot of these influencers do Q&As, and one of the questions is like, "What pillow do you sleep on?" I really think that they ask themselves that so that they can link it. You know what I mean? And of course, there's nothing wrong with a creator making money. That's not the issue. But when the personality, when the reason that people are subscribing to you or following you takes a back seat and the affiliate links, that becomes way more important, that's an issue. It changes the relationship between the audience and the creator because it gets to the point where you are following a storefront, not an actual person or personality. Suddenly, instead of posting a simple Instagram reel showing a day in their life, they're able to monetize every part of that day. The tumbler they pour their coffee into, the shampoo they use, the outfits they put on, the nightstand beside their bed, heck, even the bed itself.
This is your sign that being that person who shops Amazon for practical finds is actually kind of a personality trait.
Everything becomes a potential commission, and the reality is Actually a really smart business model. I mean, I hate to say it, but think about it. They're not linking products from stores that feel out of reach for most people. Instead, they're sending everyone to Amazon, a place almost all of us already shop. The prices feel attainable, the shipping is fast, and buying something is as easy as tapping a button. The accessibility factor is, I think, what makes Amazon influencer culture so effective. Because you're not being sold a $3,000 handbag. No, you're being sold the dupe that's only $30 instead of $3,000. You're being told that for just $19.99, you can find a dupe for that bag or a little gadget that is going to make your mornings easier, your house more organized, or your life just a little bit better. One purchase doesn't feel like much, but after seeing dozens of those recommendations every week, even every day, they do start to add up. And to be clear, it's not that I think that every single product that somebody's linking is inherently bad. Some of them might be useful or they might just be something that you like, and that's okay. But I just think it's important for us as viewers and as the consumers, the people they are trying to sell to realize that most of it's not necessary. Most of it they're not using themselves. They would never use it. They are just trying to line their pockets. I mean, ultimately, again, we are being sold to. It's just not in a commercial format like what we would think of when we're being sold to. It's like a real everyday person, but it's a commercial. It's over the top, right? I'm not a big camper, but that's over the top, right? Even someone who doesn't camp can say, "That's all too much." Are you really thinking to or is are you if you camp, let me know. Would you bring all of that? Would you find that all helpful, or would you kinda just find it all unnecessary? The thing is, this account, I'm sure, does not camp either. It's actually a mom and daughter who do the account together. All of Amazon finds. That's the entire account. And 99% of it is very, very unnecessary. I mean, there was this one thing that they showed where it was like a bowl that you put your produce in, and then there was a lid that came down and it doubled as a strainer. So you flipped it and then it was in a bowl. I mean, at that point, I don't know if you already have a strainer in your house for other things, why would you need that too? I also saw this thing where it was a specific item just for pitting cherries. Again, in my opinion, just a lot of very unnecessary stuff, specifically kitchen stuff I was noticing. Basically, a lot of kitchen stuff that might serve a purpose, but honestly, it all seems like solutions to problems that have already been fixed. Kind of just seems like all you're doing is buying more stuff that you're going to need to find space for, which in a lot of cases, especially with kitchen stuff, it just means more dishes, more things to keep up with. Quite frankly, all of the kitchen stuff that I saw with doing my preparation for this video, I could do a video solely on Amazon kitchen, I don't know what I would title, unnecessary Amazon kitchen finds. It'd be better than that, but I don't know what the title would be. But I do like doing overconsumption videos. They don't always do that great on my channel, but let me know if you guys would like a video on that, and I'll definitely do that. Because there were some just crazy, insane, stupid products for your kitchen, but maybe you'd want them. Okay, but back to this account. Here's another recent video they put out that I just thought was a lot. This says Amazon backyard pool must-haves. So let's see.
Amazon Backyard Pool must-have. Turn pool time into math time for your kids with this diving numbers game. This tanning chair has multiple reclining positions, a built-in face rest, armholes, and a removable pillow that lets you tan comfortably. This air pump is tiny but powerful, perfect for blowing up floaties to turn your backyard into a resort. Keep the vacation vibes going with this margarita tumbler. These reusable water balloons entertain your kids without making a mess. This side table actually doubles as a secret cooler. Take a break from the sun with this pop-up tent and these foldable chairs. Keep your snacks accessible with this Stanley snack topper. Lastly, keep your snacks fresh and organized in this cooler, which is collapsible for easy storage.
I mean, that's a lot, right? I don't have a pool. So let me know if you have a pool, if you would buy all that stuff. Some of it I'm sure would be helpful and useful, but if it's for a backyard pool, like for the tent, for example, would you really need a tent for your backyard pool to get out of the shade? Like, wouldn't you just go inside? I don't know, it was just a lot. Again, like I said, this is from the same mom and daughter account that I found. And on their account, I found a clip about them talking about how they go on Amazon sponsored trips. And on the trips, they buy Louis Vuitton bags and luxury items and just all stuff like that, which is fine. But again, it's just something to keep in mind.
We just got back from a trip with Amazon to Beverly Hills.
Saw a celebrity out
Yes,
there.
John Cena was eating lunch like a few tables down. We got a sneak peek of products that are going to be on sale during the Prime Day event. Normally, with Amazon events, they are super generous with the gifting.
We walked to Rodeo Drive to do some shopping.
You bought your first Louis bag,
Yes.
and then we went to Dior. We just had the best lunch with the girls.
It was so nice.
A lot of the trip was really almost reflecting on our first trip we all went on and like how far everyone's come. Like so many of our friends are like building their dream houses. We could have never been able to do this, compared to our first Amazon event to now.
Because that tells me that they're not actually using any of the junk that they are pushing out to us. They're not using a $20 dupe bag. They're using all of the commissions that they got from that $20 dupe bag so that they can go and buy the luxury everything, the better quality items, the items that are actually going to last more than one summer. So basically, what we're seeing in recent years is a very carefully curated version of someone's life, one where almost every item has the potential to earn a commission. And whether it's intentional or not, the constant stream of quote must haves can leave you feeling, as I said, like you're always one purchase away from having the same organized, aesthetic, or put together life they are presenting online. Many of these people, like we just saw, aren't actually using any of the items, or at least not all of the items that they're saying is such a game changer. When the reality is, many of these influencers themselves are not actually using the items that are so life changing. The only lives that are being changed because of these products is the influencer themselves, their lives. Their lives are changing because of the commission checks that many of them are getting because the consumer is buying all of the junk that they're shelling out. You buying a shirt that pills after one or two washes isn't the life-changing thing. And speaking of clothes, one thing with summer officially being here that I've noticed and kind of what also sparked the idea for this video when I was in the market for a couple of new summer dresses is that apparently if you are going on vacation without an entire new wardrobe, you are doing it wrong. If you are celebrating 4th of July, not having an entire wardrobe for it, specifically for it, not having, including bathing suits, you're doing it wrong, at least according to these Amazon influencers. There's nothing normal about constantly buying more simply because you're going on vacation, because it's a new season, or because TikTok has convinced you that you think that you need an entire new collection of things. I just don't think that's how the majority of us live. Most of the time, I'm re-wearing the same swimsuits from last year, for the same summer clothes from last year. That can be said for each season too, not just summer. But you know what I mean. We're probably carrying the same summer pool bag as last year, maybe the same bag for the last 5 years. We might pick up a couple of new pieces each season if we need them, but that's where it ends. We use what we have, and if we need more, we get more. And guess what? We're still having a perfectly fine, normal summer. But the problem is that normal does not generate affiliate links. Purchasing one new swimsuit isn't much of a story. Buying 20 Amazon summer must haves is. And I think that's part of why this content has become so repetitive. The more products that they can convince you to buy, the more money they stand to make. Because think about it, even if they don't get you to buy every single item that they are showing you, if they get even 10% of people to buy one or two things, they did their job. They made money, and that's all they really care about. Obviously, the numbers are going to vary so greatly between each Amazon influencers, but I was seeing on average, a lot of them are making $52,000 a year off of that, with some of them making upwards of $10,000 or more a month. And you have to remember, some of them, like that mother-daughter account that does the Amazon finds, Amazon is taking them on trips as a thank you. So something tells me they are making a lot more than $10,000 a month. So again, we the consumer, we have to keep that in mind. This is a business. This is not like, oh, I'm just looking out for you guys, dropping a link if you need it. It's a business, and it's a very profitable one. And with the Amazon influencers, something I notice is that they all kind of sound the same. And this happens with a lot of influencers, not just Amazon influencers. They kind of all morph together. But a lot of them are saying with these products, guys, I'm obsessed. Run, don't walk. This is a must have. The best purchase ever, game changer. This literally changed my life. They kind of all seem robotic and sort of staring into the camera as if it's the Truman Show.
Who are you talking to?
I've tasted other cocos. This is the best.
And honestly, how many products are really life-changing? Really? Name me a couple products that you have that actually changed your life. Something tells me it's not a t-shirt. My point is that when these influencers say it time after time, like I can't take them seriously. But being that it's summertime, something that's really big on TikTok right now is pack my beach bag, pack my pool bag with me. And of course, very conveniently, it says all items shown in this video linked in my Amazon storefront. Yeah, and with that video, that's something I'm noticing a lot is it's not just any, pack my bag. They're very, very curated. This one was I think it called a pink girly bag. So everything was very themed, bows, pink, all the things. And something that you're going to notice too in these videos, if you've watched any of them, is they're all showing a lot of the same products. Maybe a different variation of it, a different color to match whatever curated bag, but like the same brand of wipes, always that Touchland hand sanitizer. It's a lot of the same products, which to me says that they're very easy to find, linkable, a lot of good reviews or just a lot of reviews in general on Amazon. And so that's why they're all linking the same products. This one is very, I think this one might have posted in May. So maybe they were doing it for Memorial Day, but with 4th of July, I don't know, people are doing themed bags too for holidays, or at least it looks like it to me, but let's see what they packed here. Real quick before I forget to even say this, that's something I'm noticing too. Well, first off, everyone's putting portable fans. Isn't the whole point of going to the pool to cool off in the water? I don't know. But also, everyone is getting those bags that says like sun on it or sunscreen. You can use any bag. You do not need to get a specific bag that says something on it just for the aesthetic of it. And also, why are we decorating our water bottles? I don't get it. It's just it's nuts. And again, not to say that some of those products wouldn't be helpful, but it's always stuff that you can find on Amazon. We're gonna get into that here in a little bit, but it's ridiculous. It's too much. And honestly, when I watch these videos, especially the ones where it's a mom packing pool bags for her kids, it almost feels like they're designed to make you question whether you, as a parent, are doing enough. Because suddenly, a trip to the pool is not just a trip to the pool, it is something that you need to pack over 50 different products and items, each with its own purpose, each, neatly organized in its own little compartment. And if your pool bag doesn't look like that, the specialized bog bag with all the little charms and everything can make you feel like you're somehow falling short. And if you've ever felt that way after watching one of those videos, here's what you need to remind yourself. Every single item that they are pulling out of that bag is linked. It's something that they can make money off of, including the bag itself. If you wanted to achieve that, it's going to cost you hundreds of dollars. But again, keeping in mind that they can make money off of every single item that they're showing. Of course, the bags are packed to the brim. Of course, they are. The more products that they feature in their videos, the higher the chances that someone's going to click on their link and they're going to make a commission. Now, are some of those things genuinely useful? Something you could take to the pool? Absolutely. Sunscreen, towels, um, I don't know, water bottles, I guess, if you don't already have a water bottle, which you probably do. But those things, they make sense. But do you need matching summer themed pouches, a special sunscreen applicator, brand new pool toys every single season, multiple organizers, and a dozen other gadgets just to spend an afternoon at the pool? Probably not. Probably not. If you're a parent throwing a few snacks into last year's school lunchbox, grabbing some towels out of the closet, and heading out the door, I promise you are doing just fine. Because at the end of the day, your kids are not judging how aesthetically pleasing the pool bag is. They're excited to swim, they're excited to eat snacks, and they're just excited that you took them to the pool. That is enough, and you, as a parent, are enough. Again, this whole Amazon influencer thing, it's just so consumption driven, and it's reached a point where it's just completely over the top. I actually don't even know how some of these people have such a strong following because it's annoying. Okay? The thing I was talking about earlier in the video, it wasn't hypothetical if you didn't already know. It's true. I found this account and I was like, "Oh, okay, like, she has some cute outfits, like I'll follow her, whatever." Every single post, every single story, and there would be like 30 a day was trying to sell me on something, and I unfollowed. Like, why would I follow someone who all they're trying to do every single post, every single video, every single thing is an ad? There's no valuable content. But you know what? Let's get back to the video, end of rant. I found this video towards the end of my, I don't know, trying to find videos for this. And it was a mom who I think she referred to herself as like a sports mom or something. I don't know. But she was basically sharing everything that she packed to go to her child's sports games. Okay. I'm not a sports mom. So you'll have to let me know in the comments if you are a sports mom or dad or grandparent or aunt or uncle or nanny, whatever you are, you have to let me know if this feels realistic or if it seems a little bit excessive to you.
Ready for a hot day on the sidelines? And you already know I'm not showing up unprepared. I've got the snackle box packed and my electrolytes on deck. I'm not about to pass out halfway through warm-up. This little fold.
Why all of a sudden do we need a snack tackle box for every season? I don't own a snack tackle box, but to me, it just seems like a lot more dishes to do. Maybe it's helpful. Maybe I'm the one that's missing out.
Fan oscillates, remote controlled, adjusts up and down. It's doing the most, and I love her for that. Threw in my neck fan too, just to be safe. It's the South, y'all, and this heat does not play fair. A mini.
So you need a portable fan in front of you and a neck fan. I know it's very hot right now, but are you bringing not just one, but two fans to your kid's sports game?
Cooler with a few cold drinks and grab-and-go snacks, towels for the neck, and my mom bag, she's the real MVP. Portable phone charger with the stand, deodorant wipes, hand sanitizer, body spray, compact pill organizer so Advil's on lock, stain treater, hair clip, bug spray, mess-free sunscreen applicator, and yes, even a tiny umbrella for my phone because priorities. Top with a bag topper for extra drinks and sunglasses, and a mini umbrella that sticks into the side. Will create my own shade if I have to. And as for the Mom Life sports accessories, let's just say we're prepared for every sport in every season. This cooler backpack is a total sports mom essential. It goes right on your back, has a cool zone and dry zone, and means I'm not lugging a giant rolling cooler like I'm heading to the beach. Foldable moon chairs, absolutely. Lightweight, comfy, and they don't take up the whole trunk. And the outfit, a cute little tennis dress and a hat, so I look like I've got it all together. Now I'm all packed up and...
I mean, that's excessive, right? An umbrella for your phone, plus an umbrella for you, plus all the sports charms, which how many charms do we need? Are we supposed to switch out charms for every season and every trip? It was so much. And my first thought after watching that video is, doesn't that just create more work for you as the parent? Isn't it already enough trying to get your kids dressed and out the door, making sure they have everything that they need for their sports game? But now you also need to pack like you're going on a 3-day weekend getaway. And sure, a little disclaimer I need to put in there. Of course, there's going to be some useful items, but do you need an umbrella for your phone? No. I don't think you do. What worries me about content like this is that it slowly shifts our expectations. Suddenly, a folding chair and a water bottle, they don't feel like enough. Now, you need organizers, portable fans, cooling towels, matching bags, phone umbrellas, and a dozen other again, must haves, just to watch your kid play a soccer game. And for me personally, owning more stuff has never made my life easier, ever. Never. It actually typically does the exact opposite because every new purchase that you make, it's something that you need to find a home for, clean, keep up with, use. And then eventually, with so many things that we buy, they end up in a drawer or in the back of the closet, and then when we walk past it every few months, we feel guilty about the fact that we spent money on something that we're not actually using. It didn't actually change our lives like we were promised. And look, I'm definitely not a minimalist by any means. Never claimed to be, never would be. I couldn't be. But again, on top of just having more stuff and I have to basically create more work for myself, it also creates a heavier mental load for myself because all the clutter and just all the things just creates more anxiety. That's for me personally. But all this just kind of makes me wonder. I feel like I sounded like Carrie Bradshaw there for a second. Whether just all of these must have recommendations are actually making our lives more convenient, or are they just making us feel like we're constantly one purchase away from having it all together? And then there's the dopamine factor. We could not do a video like this without talking about the dopamine hit that every single person gets from buying something off Amazon. That quick little here, I use Amazon by the way. I'm always shocked like, wait, you're telling me I can order this right now and it's going to be here the same day? That's mind-blowing. Still, it's like an exciting thing for a short bit. Again, the feeling doesn't last. Psychologists have found that we quickly adapt to new purchases, meaning that that initial excitement fades much faster than we expect. And before long, we're looking for the next thing that promises to make life easier, prettier, more organized, or more complete. And that's when Amazon influencer content becomes so effective. Because whether these Amazon influencers, whether and they're probably not, but whether they're thinking about it or not, their content is built around that next little promise. Again, the next gadget that's going to change your life, the next organizer that's finally actually going to organize and change your life, or the next outfit that's going to make you feel put together. If you're a mom that you haven't felt that great about yourself lately, but you still want to be comfortable, but you want to be cute and sexy, like this is the outfit for you. You know what I'm talking about? Because again, they're not just selling products, they often are selling the hope that this next purchase will be the one finally makes everything click in your life. And that's a really powerful thing to market because who doesn't want to believe that one more purchase could make their life just a little bit better? Not to mention, I always wonder with a lot of these influencers, I don't think that they're really using the majority of the products. So what are they doing with it? Are they throwing it away? Are they giving it away? Like, what are they doing with it? It's why like we hear the term landfill core. They should be the spokespeople for landfill core. So yeah, it's kind of just all something to think about next time you are scrolling online, you come across one of these Amazon influencers and you think, maybe I need to get that. Maybe I should get that. Just kind of think about what all goes into the Amazon ad. Again, we talked about earlier, it's not like a commercial anymore that we see on TV. Like we know this company is trying to sell us their new whatever it is. These are people who are coming across as internet personalities. Many of them even try to be like, join my group chat on Instagram, and you see all it is them selling you stuff. So we could even take it, I'm just thinking off the top of my head, we could even take it one step further. They're preying on people a lot of times through their parasocial relationship that they've created with them. Not all, not saying that, but do you know what I mean? Like it's a lot deeper and in a lot of ways a lot darker than just your average commercial that you're seeing on TV, especially if they're just throwing the product away afterwards. And I think a lot of them are. But let me know what you think about all of this. Do you follow any of these Amazon influencers? Like I said, I don't know how any of them even have a following because they're all so annoying and they're not offering you anything of substance. It's just buy, buy, buy. Don't get it. Also, if you have bought something from one of these people who said, this is life change, this is a game changer, and you bought it and it actually changed your life, like legitimately, your life is different in the best way possible, let me know what the item is. I'm really curious. But also make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you as always for being here. Some of you guys actually stick around for the whole video, and that's really nice and it's very appreciated. So thank you. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you next time.